Hello, Edith.
Hi, EJ.
How are you?
I'm good and you?
What's going on? Tell me all the things. It looks like you are glowing, you're beaming today. The hair is wavy. What is going on?
Nothing. I just decided to get ready for this. But I was actually recently sick with a stomach bug, so I actually feel much better today. So that's probably why I'm glowing.
Oh no, was it really bad?
Actually, yeah, it's because I had my anniversary dinner on Friday.
Mhm.
And yeah, after I got home, it was all bad. And then the next day, I was still sick. And I feel much better today, though.
Well, I am so glad that you were over that and that you are chatting with me. I just want to jump right into it and talk about how do you feel like or what made you get so big on TikTok?
I I honestly don't know. I'm still so new to this. It's all new. It happened so fast. I actually got asked this recently too. So it's all happening so quick for me. And it's just so unreal. I feel really blessed, that's for sure. So
So it's safe to say that this is not something that you set out to do.
no, it was literally unexpected. I didn't expect it to like blow up. I was just kind of like, let me just try it out. It wouldn't hurt to try and put myself out there, and it took off.
And you're literally doing videos. The one thing about your videos, I feel like they're just so soothing. Whenever I see you like cut up like vegetables and stuff like that. And the really interesting thing about it is that you're not even talking. You're just like doing your thing, cutting up the food and preparing it. How do you feel like people, I guess, connected to that?
I think mainly just like the ASMR sounds. I feel like it's very popular right now, and it's thriving right now. That's for sure on the TikTok platform. So the ASMR soothing sounds, to me, it's therapeutic also because I suffer from anxiety. So like for me, cooking is just so therapeutic to me, and it's something that it has helped me cope with being in the kitchen and just cooking.
Why do you feel like cooking helps with anxiety, helps you with anxiety?
So just being in the kitchen just helps me feel sane, at peace. It helps me because I actually, not too long ago, probably a couple of years ago, I was suffering from like an eating disorder, and like between the eating disorder and anxiety, it has helped me a lot with like also having a good relationship with my food. So just like having that in there has made my relationship with food grow stronger. And I feel like it's still in the process of growing stronger.
It's interesting because I would have really bad panic attacks and doing
Mhm.
stuff that made me take my mind off of having a panic attack, if that makes sense. So I would literally clean the kitchen or tidy up around the house or start singing. So it's really interesting how that was able to basically, help you with your anxiety.
Yeah, so I love being in the kitchen. It just helps me like be calm and just keeps me sane. If I'm like cooking and I'm kind of like irritated and I feel rushed, and I can't do it.
I
I
feel that.
have to like reserve time to be able to do the cooking that I want to cook.
Edith, you want to luxuriate when you're in the kitchen. Just luxuriate around, take your time. You're not trying to be rushed. You want to make
Yeah,
sure the food comes out good.
exactly. Yeah, and everyone's always like, "Oh no, I'm like rushed and I gotta finish this and then I gotta do this and then I gotta do it." And I'm like, I totally get it. I used to see my mom in the kitchen. Like, I feel like it's very common in a Latina household, like just seeing like you gotta like quick, 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 do everything so fast. And to me, I don't see it that way anymore. I just take my time. I want to make sure things are coming out right for it to taste good at the end.
It was almost the same in like my household because my mother, single parent, she was getting off of work and she would literally have to rush a meal together, being as though because she was tired, and that was probably the last thing that she wanted to do
Yeah.
was cook a meal. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, exactly. My mom was the same way. And she'll be like, my dad, your dad's about to be home, food's gotta be ready, it's gotta be at the table. And it's totally under. And then it was like, it wasn't just me. I have three other brothers. So,
Mhm.
she still had other mouths to feed.
So your mom, she taught you how to cook.
She did. She actually did. It's so she taught me, but at the same time I was watching like YouTube videos because I only knew so far of what I could cook, what my mom showed me, but I wanted to expand. Like I wanted to make birria, I wanted to make pozole,
Hmm.
and I want to make my next, I haven't made it, it's ceviche, which
Hmm.
hopefully next week it's gonna be on my list. But yeah, she showed me how to like do some of the stuff, but she's never showed me how to make birria. I seen her make pozole, but not so much into the details of like the spicings because basically we don't measure anything. She just throws it all in there.
When the
Yes,
ancestors tell you to stop seasoning, that's when you stop.
yes. And then like you over seasoned, which I'm like, I get really scared of over seasoning my food, but so far that hasn't happened.
You know what's interesting? Would you ever do a video with your mom?
I probably would. I
But you gotta
probably
tell,
would.
because so whenever I cook with my mom or my grandmother, it's there's too much like, why are you putting this in it, or why are you doing this, or why are you doing that? Would you have to explain to your mom, listen, we don't be talking in these videos, just do what you're gonna do, and that's it.
Yeah, I actually did kind of do one with her, like not too, no, it was a while ago. And she was kind of talking in them. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do that with her again. I'm like, you need to be quiet. So then, but I do want to do one with her next time. And it's actually, I'm thinking of doing a mole recipe with her.
Hmm.
So hopefully we can do that together, but I'm probably gonna have to remind her not to talk.
Mom, we don't be talking in these videos, okay?
Yeah, we don't talk in these videos.
But if your mother is anything like mine, they're gonna do what they want anyway.
Yeah, she'll be probably at the end like, I don't care, I'm gonna say what I want. I'm like, no, you need to be quiet.
I want to know what made you even start doing these videos.
So I was actually already cooking. I was doing little things here and there, but later on, then I wanted to just like bring myself into these videos, and I
Hmm.
saw a lot of other creators doing it. So I was like, okay, let me try that out. And I was kind of scared because I was like, okay, I'm gonna put myself now in these videos, and I had to go in with the mindset of what are people going to say? And people are going to judge me. And I was like, you know what? Let me just do it because I see other creators. If they can do it, then I can do it.
Absolutely. What made you, I guess, get out of that mindset? Because I feel like that's probably one of the, I guess, many reasons why I won't necessarily put myself online because I'm too concerned with what people will say about the recipe or people will say about the food. You know what I mean? I make it more about them than me.
Yeah, no, I totally get it because that's how I was like feeling too. I was very scared of like, oh, I'm gonna put myself out there. And a lot of creators actually have always said, I was kind of scared because people are gonna judge me and people are gonna talk about me or people are gonna say it's cringy. But regardless, people are gonna talk about you. And I think it's just having that thick skin of taking it in and like just knowing that that is gonna happen.
Has there ever been a situation where I guess someone said something and it like took you back a little bit? Like, why they don't even know me? Why are they talking about me?
Oh yeah, all the time. I'm like, they don't even know me. And I'm like, it's crazy. Like just like the negativity online. I like push it away. Thanks to my husband, like fully supporting me. He's always told me, like, who cares? Who cares what people have to say out there? Because you yourself, what's truth and like so I always kind of just like pushed it out of the way. And it's just like so lame to be negative all the time. There's no
Absolutely.
reason to be negative. I mean, just enjoy life and be happy and do what you got to do, but that's it.
You kind of have to not necessarily take it with a grain of salt, but realize that people don't necessarily know you. So it's like, how can you leave such a personal comment about me when you don't necessarily know who I am? I'm only showing you what I want you to see.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, with those comments, I'm always like, oh, you don't even know me. Like this person doesn't know me at all. But I mean, that's all I could like think to myself. Like this person doesn't know me, and that's it. So I only know what's truth about me.
How, absolutely. How do you bounce back when you're not feeling inspired?
You know what? I was feeling kind of like that way last week, but I think it's probably because I was getting ready for my Disney trip. But I was kind of down. And you know what? When I'm down, I actually take time to myself. I'll probably take the next 2 to 3 days off and just focus on myself. If I feel like I need to rest, I'll rest. Or if I need to go out a little bit more, then I'll just go out a little bit more just to get myself back into like, okay, let me get back into my routine and feel great. Like today, I feel great to get back into my routine, but I don't know if my stomach bug is good.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I love that you're able to
Yeah,
take time for yourself though.
yeah, I think it's important we all take time to ourselves because I mean, even though we're in social media, I feel like we need to take some time off, even if it's just for a day or two and just focus on yourself.
I want to talk about how was it or how did you feel when you saw your first video go viral?
Oh, let me see. I'm trying to think. I remember somebody was like, your video just hit 1 million views. I'm trying to think which video it was. Oh, I can't remember. I have to look back. But it was just unreal. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it hit 1 million. And I couldn't believe it. I'm like, still to this day, anything that hits a million, I'm like, oh wow, that hit a million. So it's
Isn't
so
that crazy?
unreal.
Does
Yeah,
it
it's
drive you
very crazy.
insane?
Yeah, it's so insane. It's so unreal. I'm like, still to this day, I'm like, oh my God, it hit a million views.
Like nothing.
Yeah, like nothing. So it's really crazy.
It would drive me insane to know that a million people have seen something that I did, which is that's bigger than like a football stadium.
Oh yeah, I'm always like, oh my gosh, a million people saw it. And like still to this day, like I'm like, oh my gosh, 2 million people know they don't know me, but they see me on my videos, you know? Because I don't really throw a lot of my personal self out there.
Absolutely. Have you been stopped in the street yet?
Oh yeah, I actually went to I went to downtown Disney on Wednesday last
Mhm.
at night, and then I went to Disneyland the next day. So I got stopped at there was some girl staring at me at I think World of Disney.
Mhm.
And then I think she followed me. I'm not sure. I went to the Lego
Like
store.
literally
And
followed you?
I think so.
That's creepy.
Because then I went to the Lego store and I saw her there, but some guy was behind me and they were like, oh, I was just wondering, are you the girl from TikTok? And I was like, yeah, I am. He's like, yeah, I had to look you up to make sure it was you. And then she was behind him and she's like, I'm sorry to interrupt this conversation, but are you the girl from TikTok? So it was the same girl I saw at World of Disney that was staring at me. And then we all met up and we took a picture. And then I was kind of like not expecting it because I was like, I
Right.
don't think anyone will recognize me at Disneyland. And then the next day, when we went to Disneyland and at the tram where we get in line, some girl from behind me tapped me on the shoulder and she was like, oh, my cousins want to take a picture with you. And then I turn around and these two girls are coming towards me and
Aw.
they're like, hi. You can tell they were nervous. They were just smiling because they had their cousin come and get me. And they were like, my cousins want to take a picture with you. And I was like, oh, yeah, of course. And we took a picture and they were really happy. They're like, oh, we love your lit videos. And I was like, oh, thank you. And then throughout the day, there I got some stares. I can see like who's staring at me, you know, like,
Absolutely.
I was actually having lunch with my family and there was a girl and her family staring at me for a really long time and you know you can tell when you're having that little conversation and then I kind of just let it go and then at I was at the Star Wars area at Disneyland and I got recognized again, but everyone was so sweet. They were all so sweet.
I love that. I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. It has to make you feel good to know that you can make somebody's day,
Oh
brighter
yeah,
by
no,
being
and not just
you.
only that, not only that, like they made my day. I felt
Right.
so happy. I was already having anxiety being at Disneyland. It was like I haven't been there since I was 8. So I was like so nervous and excited. So it was my first time, not only like if I did make their day, which I'm glad, but they made
Mhm.
my day. I felt so much better. I felt so much better.
I'm glad that it was like a great transfer of energy and it was like 50-50. You made their day and they made your day. That's so
Yeah,
cool.
that's what it felt like. They were all smiles. I was all smiles. I was happy to see them. And it was so nice meeting them. They were all so sweet.
I
Very
love
sweet.
that. That is so cool. Let us know, what are you working on next, or what does the future hold for your TikTok account?
My future hold right now. I do have some goals in the future. I do want to come out with my own merch, which I hopefully can someday. I love to wear sweatsuits. It's my favorite thing all the time. Like right now I'm wearing sweats.
So am
I
I.
yeah, like that's one thing. Like on my Instagram, they all like, you're always wearing sweats.
Because I'm
And
comfortable. That's why. What does it
yeah, and I'm like,
matter?
I just love being comfortable. Like if you see me outside in the summer, I'll be wearing sweats too.
I'm a
I just love to
sweatshorts
wear
kind of
sweats.
guy. I have sweatshorts all
Yeah,
the time.
I'm like I love wearing sweat shorts and sweats and baggy sweatshirts all the time. So hopefully in the future I can do that.
Well, let us know because we would love to promote your merch line. Just come back on. We'll
Oh,
have
for
another dope
sure.
conversation. And it was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you.
For sure. Thank you for having me. It was awesome being with you guys.
Thank you.